got the nostrils for it.
I know. This is what I was made for.
What does that mean? Hold on.
It's got wide nostrils.
Yeah, this is
So
like
do
the
I.
Tony Montana. You know,
Mine are
like
'cause
nostrils here.
Mine are because I pick my nose. So
I do as well.
yeah, we all do.
Carrion is always.
Sometimes I get like the full, like a couple knuckles in just to like scratch my brain a little.
You ever chase one? You're like trying to get it, and it's a big booger, but you can't like get it. And you
Oh,
keep
I'm
chasing
in
it.
my skull now.
My 7-year-old was so funny. Like I was like scratching her nose, picking on her, and I was like, "What if I just help dig you in your nose?" She's like, "No, you're gonna stretch it." I was like, "Yes, you damn right. You got it right."
Gross.
This is Andrew Van. This is 1-star reviews, and we are doing Stepp's Orchard today in Henderson, North Carolina, on the other side of 26 from the rest of the orchards there. This is Andrew Van again with 1-star reviews with our guest host. We have Larry Simonson.
My dad was the worm inside of an apple once.
He was. And we also have Caleb Wesman.
Hey,
And earlier, a couple episodes ago, we did Skytop Orchard, and we also did Granddad's. Now we're doing Steps, as I actually visited Steps a few weeks ago, and I really enjoyed it with my family. We got, they had popcorn there, they had pumpkins, they had sunflowers, they had all kinds of different colored apples, all kinds of like regions, all that kind of stuff. Like, you know, I can't name them because I'm not a huge apple expert. I go for the kids.
You don't know apple?
I don't.
Oh,
But I
okay.
enjoyed
Trick
it.
question: would you eat a Red Delicious?
Yes.
Get the
wrong
fuck out of
answer.
here!
Wrong answer. You're fired from
nobody-
your podcast.
nobody
Larry,
eats.
welcome to Caleb's podcast. 1-star
Hi,
reviews.
everyone. Welcome, Caleb's podcast.
With my only guest, Larry Simonson.
My dad was Caleb's dad.
Wait.
What?
What? I don't know. I'm just ribbing.
But yeah, we had 3 big full boxes,
Yeah.
and I think we are almost done.
You did not eat Red Delicious apples. I guarantee.
Probably not.
Those are the worst ones.
Those are the ones you get at Bilo.
Yeah, those are the ones that are like at every hotel you've ever been to, and or like school growing up.
School, yes.
They're like they're very pretty.
Yeah,
and
they're very pretty.
but they taste
Glossy, yeah.
like garbage.
And they're not round, right? They're like kind of got like that
Yeah.
hourglass figure
Yeah.
little going.
Yeah.
So, I, growing up, thought I hated apples because my parents are of a certain generation that, like the first generation where prepackaged food was readily available and fruit and vegetables were just like the basic stuff you get at your local supermarket, and it's the easiest one, right?
Right. And the food pyramid was created, and it was like canned food is the best.
Right. The bottom is bread. You should have the most bread, as much bread as possible.
All of the pasta and
But-
rice.
But so then my dad retired from the newspaper and he got a part-time job at Bellows, which is a grocery store that like prides itself on its produce section. And my dad was the produce manager, and my dad cannot do anything half-assed. And he became obsessed with produce. He would scour markets looking for the best produce and get it in. And he would organize, like you'd walk into Bellows produce section and like fall to your knees in a hallelujah for how good it looked. And then my dad just became like apple genius, produce genius. And I realized that Red Delicious are terrible. He stopped ordering Red Delicious in his store.
Nobody likes them.
Wow.
Yeah. Honey Crisp apple is my personal top-notch number one.
Galas, Fuji's.
Yeah,
Isn't there
Fuji
Pink
apple's
Ladies
nice.
too in
Pink
that one?
Ladies are very good.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Say again?
Pink ladies.
Pink Lady is really good. Yeah.
Sweet and
Yep, yep, yep.
juicy.
Yeah. Red Delicious is like
The worst apple ever.
why is it like it's like weirdly starchy? Ugh. The meat's not good. Meat.
Yeah.
The fruit, meat, I don't know.
Flesh.
The not flesh. The flesh is like always wax.
The
Yes.
innards.
yeah, the innards.
Because I think it's
Ugh.
been like
Are they
bred to be pretty, but not bred for flavor.
Are they good fresh, like right off the tree? Because I feel like as soon as you bite into them, they're already like soft and then
Mealy.
like
They're mealy.
They're mealy and they turn brown instantly.
Yeah.
So like I'm wondering if that is it like a freshness thing or is it like are they just like that right off the tree too?
I don't know. I'll ask my dad. I'll call my dad. I'll get the 411 on Red Delicious. It's dangerous calling my dad because I'll get into a 2-hour conversation. He'll tell me about apples.
Let us know next time.
All right. Next time on
Anyway.
Dragon Ball Apple.
This is Apple Theory 101. All right, so we're going to read the reviews of the bad reviews of Steps, Hillcrest Orchard, but in favor, like I did really enjoy my trip there with the family, and I'll tell you a little bit more of that later. Who's got a good review to start this off? Woo. Ooh, this one's super long. I'm not gonna read that one.
Yeah, the first one that popped up is super long, and honestly, I flipped through it, and it's not really that interesting. But I will say that the owner, Stepp's Hillcrest Orchard, does tend to answer most of these, so we do have some opportunities to read those.
Larry's gonna have fun with that.
How about this? We are a large family, and we mainly came for the corn maze. We didn't do it because it would have been $40. Also, it was a couple dollars more for apples than other places I visited this year, and you get less. They also ran out of donuts midday. Won't go back. Response from the owner. Thank you for giving us a try. Sorry we didn't meet your expectations. The end.
So
sorry you didn't like us.
How large of a family? Because if your family is,
I think it's $5 per in the maze because somebody previously
so that's
said it.
8 people in your family. $40 is not that much.
I mean, everything's expensive when you have a family of 8 people. It feels
Right.
like. So
McDonald's is $100 experience.
yeah.
Only order off the dollar menu, you bastards.
I want a Big Mac. What is you guys' opinion on corn mazes? Are you pro or con?
Guys,
I've never done one.
I have never done one either.
Really?
Aw.
Oh shit,
Guys,
no, never corn maze
Guys,
buddies.
we should do this.
I will grow you one.
Guys, so this weekend I was visiting my brother, and we were at a place with a corn maze, and I kept dropping. I was like, oh man, check it. You guys want to do the corn maze? And I asked like 8 or 9 times.
You were heavy,
And they were like, nah.
and everyone's like, I don't want to, and I'm like, I've never done a corn maze, you guys. And
I'm a big fan. It sounds like kind of lame, but then you get in there and you're like, this is pretty cool and spooky. I like this a lot.
It was also a place. There was a lot of kids, and so it was shorter corn. I think
You could just see over it.
I think they did it for kids. Like it wouldn't have been as much fun for me.
Bart's just looking over the top of the corn like, this is pretty easy.
Yeah, my brother's massive, so he'd just been like, yeah, I mean, yeah, there's the exit.
Denver Downs, that's not a corn maze. That's like a haystack maze, right? Kind of.
Denver Downs is
It's like an Anderson.
it's another farm. They do. Hold on, shoot.
I'll read the next review as we go on. This is from Facebook. No clear signs as where to buy apples. Okay, first off, that is bull. You pull in, the guy tells you where to park, and he tells you immediately, go right there. There's a dude with a MC like a lavalier microphone, and he's literally talking the entire time on what to do, where to go, and everything. And they have a giant, kind of like a mall kiosk map of a layout. So that she missed something there.
You're at an apple farm. It can't be that hard to figure out how to buy apples.
Exactly. Very limited pre-picked apples. Wagon ride not frequent enough schedule. Walking trail that is advertised on the website is, quote, overgrown and rutted out per one employee. The other employee didn't know where the walking trail was. And then there's a response from the owner. Sorry your visit didn't meet your expectations. And she wrote back, me too. Sass much?
Wow.
Yeah.
Denver Downs, just FYI, it is another farm, and they do have a corn maze.
Ooh.
And they are in Anderson.
You guys want to go right now?
Let's fucking go.
Right now.
Right now.
15-minute drive to Anderson.
Swing by Mad
6
World or something.
Yeah.
And then on a cookout, guys.
Here's
Guys,
a good one.
I've also never done a local haunted house.
I've never done one either.
Something tells me this year might not be the best year to try one, but
Because all the ghosts? Because the ghost index is
well,
high?
there's 200,000 plus ghosts.
Ghosts?
Hey,
Oh,
Farmer's
oh.
Almanac was calling for a big ghost year this year.
Ghostvid 19?
Now.
No?
Ghost.
Ghostvid. Oh, yes.
Here's a good one. Why does it post open today? Not.
What?
The owner said, sorry for the misinformation. It was due to my limited tech skills. We will be open for a Garden Jubilee Memorial Day weekend, then reopen mid. This is a long time ago. Why does it post open today? Not.
Very crowded. Spent most of the time waiting in line. Most of all, went there for Fuji, but all apples were green. Won't visit again. Response from the owner. Sorry your experience did not meet your expectations. The worst hailstorm we've had in 30 years changed our quality and quantity for the season. A farmer always looks for a better year next year.
Damn, do you feel bad now? Hailstorm.
Sorry, our mother died and we couldn't care for the apples. That's like it's very much so like, hey, like what are you gonna do?
Oh my God, this one makes me very angry.
Uh-oh. Is it $8?
No.
Okay.
The apples are completely GMO. They don't even have seeds in them. Also, they are sprayed with a lot of pesticides. They carry this white dust on them. You see it if you go to pick them yourself. So wash thoroughly. If you're looking for something natural, stick to your parents' backyard apple trees, which we all have, apparently. Regretted driving the time that I had to drive to get this kind of product. But on the other hand, workers are friendly, answered all questions, and were nice to explain everything to us. Response from the owner. Lady GMO is fine, you moron. No, he didn't say that. Response from the owner. Sorry you weren't pleased with your apples. We are conventional growers and only use what is approved by the EPA. The spray program we use is researched and recommended by 6 southeastern state universities. Apples that have been damaged by cold weather may have fewer to no seeds in them. Says the apple farmer. The apple farmer knows more about apple seeds than you. This past April, we had 3 days of 28-degree temperatures, which damaged our apples. None of the apple varieties that we grow are GMO. Thank you for your positive comments about our farm team. You goofball. He didn't say you goofball. That was my editorial.
Okay. Quick check. Which 6 southeastern universities do you think approved this this method of treatment?
Bob Jones?
Nope. Wait.
Liberty?
Nope. I really doubt this. I regret asking this now.
What's that Bible college in Kentucky?
Fuck me.
The
North Greenville.
In North
These are all non-agricultural schools.
You went to an ag school and you don't know what heart pine is.
Is that what Aggies mean?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh man, I don't. Yeah.
Texas A&M, agricultural and manufacturing.
Clemson. No, it doesn't say.
I just knew Texas A&M was where Johnny football came from. So
Johnny Appleseed.
Yes, Johnny Appleseed, famous Texas A&M alum.
Ah.
So Johnny football, Johnny Manziel knows a lot about apples.
Yeah, in fact, that's what he's doing now. He's working at Stepp's Apple Orchard.
Oh my God, you're right. That does make sense. Very disappointed with the lack of following COVID guidelines. Not only did they not enforce their customers wearing masks, but the staff was not wearing them either. We quickly picks our pumpkin, and when we went to pay, there was not a barrier at the register, and staff was not wearing masks. You said that twice. The staff was not wearing a mask. Like, you were so upset about it. Mm-hmm. I get it from a degree, but at the same time, it is kind of a no man's land there. I mean, it wasn't as bad as crowded as this guy makes it out to be. This is when I went. I went on a Saturday afternoon, and
that's peak time.
It is peak time.
Well, the 6 foot distance is that's no magic number, right? But you're out in the open. There's a breeze. How safe did you guys feel? We
felt safe, and when we did get near a quote unquote crowd, like we did put on our mask. We put on, the kids had the gaiters and all that. And honestly, when you went inside the shelter that had the restrooms, the pumpkins, the drinks, and the checkout, and the slushy area and all that stuff, like it was actually spread out inside more than it was right when you walk up to it on the outside, because I think the mindset is if you're outside, screw it, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But if you're inside, that's when you're supposed to have it on and so on. Yeah. So we were in, it was more safe, which was funny. But again, like from a distance, it looked crowded, but when you actually got into it, it's like, oh, this is not that bad.
Okay.
I just put an apple in my mouth and that blocks the spread.
Right. Well, an apple a day does keep the doctor away.
That's right. Plus, I'm immune.
Oh, boy.
To COVID.
Oh, boy.
I am. Mm-hmm. I tested myself.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, I must be immune.
Oh, so you're like the Wolverine, and like we have to get a vaccine from you?
I mean, I've been licking doorknobs all month, and nothing has gone wrong.
Since the president, right? You guys, right? Yeah? I don't know when this is coming out, so this could have aged poorly. Who knows?
Oh, that's true.
You're gonna have to edit this out, aren't you?
Yeah. Future Larry getting edited out.
New podcast idea: apples in politics.
Ooh.
We only talk about apples and politics.
To be fair, we could actually do this, and just for this simple fact, pretty much all of the founding fathers,
ate apples.
All of the founding fathers had cider orchards because it was a great way to make money. You could grow a bunch of like crappy apples and literally crab apples and go ahead and make cider out of them.
Sweet.
Yeah, we could apply that.
Baby.
Yeah. Here's a review.
Go on.
We have always loved this place. Has gone very commercialized. Everyone there is for the pictures. We have always bought several bushels of apples per trip, but pricing and not being able to ride in the orchard on the weekend is probably be the deal breaker for us. Not the save place it was 5 years ago, and we go every year, semicolon, several times a year. So that was left a year ago. 3 weeks ago, response from the owner. Sorry for the late reply and that you were disappointed with your experience. The end.
I love it's just plain and simple. Like,
I love
sucks.
these responses.
Was the owner just like go to the local library for his internet access?
I don't know. Like all of
I'm so limited. Gotta knock these out.
I'm not gonna lie. Now that I'm looking, most of these responses from the owner are pretty recent, like within the past couple of weeks.
He just got the internet.
Yeah, he just got an AOL user.
Have you guys heard of this thing called the World Wide Web?
Oh shit! I could sell my products on the internet.
Does anyone still type in www when you go to a
I
place?
do, just out of principle.
This is what it was made for.
HTTPS.
:/.
Whoa, nerd. Anyway, went on a field trip here with my son's class. It's a very nice orchard. Unfortunately, they were not equipped to handle a special ed class. We were treated like second-class citizens. We had to wait until all the, quote, normal kids got to go first for every activity. I would not be going back.
Wait, normal kids? Like, what do we?
So that father was the father of a kid in a special ed class. And they had to sit back and wait while all the other kids did the activities, and the kids didn't get to do anything else who were in the special ed class.
Okay.
So
That's sad.
yeah, that is sad. That's
I don't
super
like that.
legit.
I
I mean,
don't like
I get that. That's like, but I'm trying to think though, like from what I've seen, like I can't think of what they wouldn't be able to do, you know, because it's an apple orchard.
Yeah.
I mean, there was maybe the wagon, like you can't get on the wagon depending on your wheelchair
I
or
guess
the
it
accessibility.
it just depends on what kind of needs they have. I
Yeah.
suppose. Yeah.
I would have given them free passes to the corn maze. What do you think, Larry? You've never been to a corn maze.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess a corn maze would be kind of difficult if you were like, you know.
Larry, do you feel empty inside not being through a corn maze?
I just don't have a context. I just feel like I would be a fuller person if I had been through a corn maze.
Are you truly white though if you've never been through a corn maze?
No. You're Afghani.
Wait.
That's the rules of ethnicity.
Oh.
Do you not know that?
Yeah,
My
no.
master's is in ethnic stereotypes.
I think that's true.
Afghanis have never been to corn mazes. That's the only one that there is. It's the only.
All right, here's a
We'll
review.
have to edit the hell out of this episode.
Why? We got a lot of Afghani listeners.
Hey, we had one point in time. What was that?
Albanians.
Albania.
But that was other podcast. That was different.
That's right.
I
Albanians.
miss you, Albania. Come back soon. Here's a review.
A James Bond movie title. I miss you, Albania. Come back soon.
I miss you, Albania. Come back soon. Who would sing the theme song to that movie?
Share.
Oh, it's shit.
I miss you, Albania. Come back soon.
Here's a review. We used to love coming here. Too commercial now.
The farm is too commercial.
Response from the owner. Thank you for taking time to write a review. We have been blessed with many guests. We suggest you visit during the week when the farm is not as busy.
What is too commercialized?
For an apple farm.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm into three.
They have trucks. Yeah,
I'm
they're-
into the 3 stars
So
now.
here's
I'm, like,
this one's
running
a
out.
3-star. Typical tourist trap where you can pay a premium to pick your own apples off the trees, shoot rotten apples at targets with an air compressor, and you can buy pasteurized cider. Not what I am looking for. Well, what were you looking for at the apple orchard? Because you just described their business model perfectly.
Yeah.
Yes, you pay a premium to pick apples, you shoot rotten apples at targets, which is super fun, and you can buy cider. Why would you not want pasteurized cider? Okay, 2 people in this have made me mad. 1, the GMO idiot. Number 2, the pasteurized person. Pasteurizing is literally just heating it up to just below boiling and then cooling it back down, and then heating it up to just below boiling and then cooling it back down, and then doing that a few times, and that kills all the bacteria. And it means bacteria won't grow in there for a very long
It's
time.
literally one of the most amazing things that we figured out how to do.
It's the simplest way to prevent germs. It's nothing. No chemicals are added. No anything's added. Nothing is added. It's just heat, and then take the heat away, and then add some heat, and then take the heat away.
You're making fun of someone probably most likely watching a YouTube conspiracy theory right now.
I watch YouTube conspiracy theories all the time, but I'm also super smart, so I know what pasteurization is.
You know how to cut the knife through the whatever
Butter?
the butter, the apple butter.
Oh, apple butter's so good.
All right, I'm out of 1-star reviews. Honestly, there's not a whole lot else here. This one has less reviews than every other business we've looked at.
Hold on, I've got a really useful review.
Do it.
It's a 3-star review with no explanation, anything, just 3 stars. No words, no nothing. Like what?
What? Wait, what?
It's just like, what a waste of time to rate. I have a new idea.
3 stars, average.
Yes. Well, you can't rate anything 3 stars. You might as well not have reviewed it.
I don't know. I disagree with that. Right? 3 stars feels
Because
like
you're right in the middle. It's like they
some
can't make their mind up.
Some things are like, this is just okay.
Yes, but then you wasted your time to write the review.
Well, don't write anything. Just put 3 stars.
Don't do anything. If there were no reviews on a business at all and the business had been open for a year, I would think, this business is meh. Right?
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough.
I don't know. I'm an extremist. I think the only truth exists at the extremes.
So this is kind of on that line of like whether you should either give it a good review or a bad review. I work for a company. I won't say what company out of respect, but we used to get customer survey shops as part of the job, and we would get 10 per quarter. So 10 within a 3-month span for those who don't know what a quarter of a year is. And the people reviewing you, customers reviewing you, would get a phone call after their visit, and they would get 5 questions. Each question is on a 1 to 5 scale, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest. And if you didn't get anything but a 5, it basically automatically was a 0. And that 0, even if it was just 1 question out of those 5 questions, sunk the whole survey. So the only way corporate took that survey was you either got all 5 stars or you got a 0. So you got 5 stars, all 5 questions, or 0. And that was the most annoying thing about that job. I feel like that's kind of like your mentality here with the reviews here. It's like, if you're going to give it a 5-star, great. If you're going to give it a 1-star, great. But don't give it a 3-star because like you're in the middle. Who cares?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I kind of go with the idea of like the 3 stars. Like some businesses just are generally average, but I will say that most businesses are like, if you had a good time and it did what was advertised and you enjoyed yourself, give it a 5-star.
Yeah.
Right. And like we've said
And
before,
don't be nitpicky.
right? And like we've said before, like the whole point is like for we're talking about Steps. I have never been, and based on the reviews that we're looking at, the 1 stars, I have learned that there's like maybe a couple items there that they offer that I'd be interested in, particularly the corn maze, and it might be it's like $5 to do it. If I'm willing to pay for that, then that's fine. And it sounds like they have apples, which is what I want, and I can pick the apples.
And you
which is
can
what I want.
afford to pay for yourself, but you would not pay for a family of 8.
Oh, a family of 8? No way.
Larry's rich. He'd pay for a family of 80.
Yeah.
Do you know how much money Larry has?
rich?
He's
I have that Nazi gold.
Look at that
Better
shirt.
right.
He's got 3 buttons on that shirt.
Oh, it's a Henley.
Ooh. You know who also wore Henleys? The guy from Dexter. Just saying.
Henley?
Yeah.
Mike Henley, the
Mike.
inventor of this shirt.
Mike Henley.
Is there a review of Mike Henley?
3 stars.
Anyway, check out Steps. Hillcrest Orchard is in right outside Henderson, North Carolina. It is a really good place to go. They have 4 apple cannons. You can shoot targets, and
Wait.
it's really less
Whoa,
you fucking buried the lead on that.
buried
They
the
have-
lead big time.
They have 4 cannons?
4
Can
cannons.
Can you aim
fight
them
against
at
them?
each other? Yeah.
No, they're all lined
First
up
thing
next
I
to each
thought.
other. But yes, Steps. If anyone can get to Steps and tell them, build another 3 or 4 on the other side of those cannons, put a nice safe plexiglass wall, make it American Gladiator style, cannons versus cannons. Man, the
Oh
attractions.
my God! Aim them at the corn maze, and you just peg people walking
Oh my
through the
God.
corn maze.
Or have one false exit at the corn maze, which goes into the apple orchard of death.
oh my God!
Where you get brrrr and
should own
apple Gatling gun.
We should open an apple orchard.
We should open an apple.
That's what I've learned from
slaughterhouse.
this month of reviews. We should open an apple orchard.
And here's the thing, it's not really an apple orchard. It's just we get all the apples that the other orchards didn't want to use, and we use it for the cannons.
Oh, gross.
We went to Larry's apple orchard. They don't have any apple trees. They only have apple Gatling guns and apple strafe bomber runs 5 stars.
Response from the owner. Good. If you had given me a 1-star review, I'd have doxed you.
I like how we named it after Larry.
Yeah.
Like in this
No,
scenario,
it's me. No, it's me.
In this scenario, is Larry the?
I'm the rich one. We've
He's
already
the,
said. I've
He's
got
the sugar daddy behind. Okay,
Yeah. I'll make
Okay.
the gun, and that's it.
All right.
I want no proceeds. I just want the gun.
You have like your own custom gun going out there.
That's right.
Nice.
I feel like that would get old pretty quick. You'd be like,
It's an AR-15, an Apple Rifle 15.
Apple rifle. God damn it.
I don't think it does get old. Have you ever like played dodgeball with kids at like a jumping jamboree place?
Almost every weekend.
It's quite hilarious and fun. I would imagine it'd be like that kind of torture. Kind of like when you're Adam Sandler in the movie The Big Daddy. Not Big Daddy, Billy Madison. And he's like
Yes.
the biggest one playing dodgeball. Like that never gets old.
Yeah.
So if I had an apple cannon, and
Are
I
you
could shoot
going
people,
and throwing dodgeballs at other people's children? Is that what you're doing on the weekends? You're just showing up to random gyms and whipping kids with balls.
they gotta know who's in charge.
Sounds pretty quick.
Andrew Van, everyone.
Sounds great, actually.
Andrew Van of the One Star Reviews podcast. You can listen to us and subscribe to us on Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and also now on Amazon Echoes. You can actually say to your Alexa Dot, play 1-star reviews and listen to our voices as well. Give us our 5-star reviews as well so we can keep doing these episodes and climb the charts in whatever category I put us in. I don't remember what category I put it. We could probably be in spiritual for all I know. I don't remember what I said.
Wait,
was
you
the
actually
best.
don't know?
I don't remember.
Alexa, buy all the Hummers in stock in Greenville. Confirm purchase.
Buy hummus, you said? Anyway, this has been Andrew Van. This has been Kayla Wesman and Larry Simonson.
Hell yeah.
Be sure to tune in more for 1-star reviews.
Bye.